Welcome back to the Shield Nuzlocke. I'm just picking up some Mystic Water real quick. I haven't done this series in a super long time, and I'm really excited to have it back. So if you like it, throw a like on the video and leave me a comment, and we'll get into it. So first encounter in a new area is Silicobra, who I have no real intention of using, but he tanks an Iron Head from Berserker May pretty well. And then glares me. So just keep that in the back of your mind. I actually forget to nickname him because it's been a really long time since I've done this and I'm bad at it. So he just goes in the box. Next up, I forget how Pokemon works and decide to use my Steel type against a Fighting type. I've been really impressed with Berserker. She's real fast, and I like the move Fake Out because I play doubles, so I think the utility is cool when it's usable. And then that happened. So, good job, May. Come back. Luckily, I have someone on the team who does not care at all about fighting moves. Yeah, that was a crit. We don't care at all. I will say, Confusion is kind of underpowered for this stage in the game. So we're getting to the point where offensively, Orbeetle is not kind of pulling her weight as much. But defensively, absolute powerhouse. This is exciting to get into a double battle because I play VGC, so this is a chance for me to actually play the way I like to play. So obviously, gotta Fake Out the Pawniard, and then hit him with a spread move, drop some special attack. It was actually a crit on the Togetic, barely did anything, and a crit on the Pawniard, so we get the double crit. Life Dew doesn't mean much. It's not a big deal. Not when you got Berserker on the field, anyway. Go for a Confusion just for some chip, just to make sure the Iron Head is enough, which I think it probably would have been anyway. Alright, next up is our Hop battle. So, the very first Pokemon he sends out is Cramorant, and I have absolutely no answer to Cramorant on my team. The water flying type is just a weird type. So, that, and I decide to set up screens for the battle, not knowing that Cramorant is going to take up all of my screen turns, basically, even with me holding the Light Clay. I'm actually going to speed this part up a little bit because it's painful to watch. We finally take out the Cramorant, which is a big relief. And then we get Toxel. So we don't want the poison type in front of my grass type, so we bring out Axew, who is actually having the same problem right now, where he's a little outclassed stat-wise, because I haven't gotten that evolution yet, and I don't think he evolves for a long time. Still, I'd have to look up the evolution level real quick. But, yeah, I looked it up. It's 38, which is not awful. It's high, but it's not as high as I thought it was. I thought it was like Dino, where it's 50 or something. It do decent damage with the Dragon Dance boosted Dragon Claw, but then I get a paralysis turn, so I have to wait through another brutal swing. Then I get a second paralysis turn. So this Silicobra is just like having a free day with my my dragon. This battle with Hop, like I don't remember the AI being as annoying as it's been with this, like these stat lowering moves. Like we go for the Tearful Look and then one round. So I'm already at -1. I do decent damage for -1. But then he comes out with another Tearful Look. So it's like, this is just going to take forever. So, I don't know. I keep Mega Draining. Then he uses the Super Potion, and I just lose it. Like, okay, we're speeding the footage up. I'm switching out. Take a Water Pulse pretty easily. Get a Confusion in. Then there's a surprise Sucker Punch. I've been surprised by Sucker Punch before. I need to start looking up the movesets of Pokemon so I know who has what. Because Sucker Punch is a really nasty surprise. Yep. Sorry, Hop. That's how it goes. I thought this was an interesting Hop battle because he just changes up his whole team. I think that's like a really cool thing to have in the game. This lady is so creepy to me. She just pops in out of nowhere. She does it like 3 or 4 times in the game. I was really curious to see what it was going to look like when she went up the stairs. Now, I have a plan for the Gengar in Alistair's gym, and it involves me getting this Focus Sash. So he sends out Cottony, and I'm like, okay, well, he's got a Focus Sash, so I gotta hit it twice, and that's the thing it's gonna show you how that works. What I didn't see when I looked up where to get the Focus Sash is that this thing is running the cheesiest strat in the world, which is Focus Sash Endeavor. I live with no Focus Sash with genuine 1 HP. So we almost lost one of our most valuable team members for this Focus Sash. Getting into the gym, I have one strategy, and it's Crunch. Crunch is my strategy. That's a pretty good summary of what all the gym battles look like up until Alistair. So I'll talk a little bit about what I was gonna do and then what ended up happening. Because the Gengar can use Max Ooze to set itself up. It can trap you, set itself up, and then just wipe you out completely and sweep through your team. So I want to try to use Gyarados to clean up in the beginning. And we actually get intimidated here, which is less than ideal. And then also gets Crunch disabled. So my plan is to sack a Pokemon to get in Silicobra. Get Silicobra in with a Focus Sash, take a max move down to my Focus Sash, use Glare to paralyze, and then I should be able to come in with Orbeetle, Clara, and start hitting Struggle Bugs to lower the special attack, and then I will have effectively neutered the Gengar threat. So that's my plan. And we'll get to see in a minute how that goes after I deal with Mimikyu. Before you wonder why I sent out a fighting type against a ghost fairy, there's method. There's a method to the madness. It's knockoff. I just gotta live these slashes, which are doing a lot more damage than I thought they would. break the Mimikyu's neck. Get ready. It uses Hone Claws, so now it's setting itself up for even bigger slashes. So hopefully the knockoff will do some good damage. It does not. It does not do good damage. And the slashes are... I can't take another slash, so I need to get out. This Mimikyu is, like, really a tank. I've got a crunch on slash as well. I bet even this Shadow Sneak's gonna hurt. Yeah, look at that. That's Shadow Sneak damage. Then Beyblade All Eyes to lower attack. Like, this AI is so much better than I remember it being, so I have to switch out again. Hopefully Gyarados can clean it up. At least I can get an Intimidate off. Lower, like, negate that Hone Claws. Which is something. It's going to lower my attack. Twice. It's just barely not enough. Slashes aren't doing a crazy amount, though. I'm not dead to a crit slash, so, you know, I stay in and finish it off. And now it's time for my plan. So out comes the Gengar. And it's time for me to enact my plan. First up on the chopping block is Chairman Roselia. It's pretty outclassed at this point in the game. I'm willing to let it go. I don't actually have a ton of fodder in the box. So this was kind of a big move to make, actually sacrificing something. So we get a max darkness, which we live, which I was not expecting. So then we get a second max darkness. The second max darkness takes us out. So we've used 2 of his max moves already, which is pretty good. Here comes Silicobra. So max move takes him to his focus sash. He glares. He goes back little. And instead tanks the max darkness like it's nothing. Sand Spit activates. So now we got him in Sandstorm. I get the glare off. So now he's paralyzed. He's in a Sandstorm. And he's out of max moves. And I still have Silicobra, who was supposed to be a valiant sacrifice. So I decided to go for Dig, because it's super effective. Gengar's paralyzed, so I outspeed him. We get a crit on the Dig. Bring Gengar down to a sliver. We are going to go down to a Hex. And then the Sandstorm damage takes out the Gengar. I'll take it, but that is not at all how I plan that going. So it just goes to show you, you never know. Never know how it's going to work out. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed, leave a like and a comment. I read all the comments. I like them. So other than that, thanks for watching.